Good evening. It is Wednesday, December 13th, 2023, and it is time for another Facebook Live. I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to do this. I have been sick for like 2 weeks. I've had a cold. It started getting better. It got worse. I went to urgent care last week. Anyway, it's been a battle, but I'm here. And I thought I would show you a fun fold that I found. Mary Knabe is who I found it on her website, and she got it from Sharon Armstrong. But Stampin' Up! Has a lot of beautiful designer series paper, and they've been doing some beautiful scenery ones that are like a whole scene. And so this is a nice way to showcase some of that. So I'm going to show you that in just a minute. If this is your first time, hey buddy, welcome. I will, on my blog, after I'm done with this video, I will post the measurements for this. It's not hard, but I will post all the measurements for this. So if you want to try this at home, you can. And also every week I draw for the last week's card. So we made this card last week with the Modern Garden stamp set and designer series paper. So I will tell you at the end who won that card. Sorry, I'm out of breath. I've got a couple of cards that I made with this paper, and then the one we're going to make tonight is, excuse me, is with a different designer series paper, in case you're tired of Christmas. Sorry, my cough is still lingering. I forgot that I need to share this with my group. So I go live on my page, my Facebook page, and then I try and share it over to my Facebook group in case somebody is looking for it there. So let me do that real quick while you are finding me. So I have gotten some Christmas cards out, but I have not gotten them all out yet. This illness has put me behind on everything. So I still have Christmas cards to send out. Have not got my shopping done. Haven't even started wrapping. So, and my son is coming into town and his fiance Sunday. So it's going to be crazy, but we'll get there. We always get there. And the main thing is that we're getting to spend time together. So they're going to be with us for a whole week. They're coming in Sunday, and they will be with us through Christmas, and then they'll go to her family the day after Christmas, which is down in Dallas. So we are really excited about having them here. I know they're excited about seeing the nephews. They don't get to see them very often. They're living in Denver right now, so long ways away. All right, I have that shared, so we can get started. This is the One Horse Open Sleigh designer series paper that I used for this. This is beautiful. Let me pull out some of the ones that are beautiful scenic images. And then the back is more of a generic. So let me just pull some of these out to show you how beautiful they are. There's another one. So that's what this fun fold is made for, is some of these beautiful scenic papers like this. Now Stampin' Up! Is real good about, on the back side, they'll put more generic images. So you've got some of both. This one is my favorite, and I used it on a card. I'll show you here in a minute. But really just beautiful paper. Now this is an online exclusive, so you won't find it in a catalog. You'll only see it online. You can order it from me. You can order it online, but you'll only see it online. And then there's a stamp set, a bundle that goes with it, that coordinates with it. It doesn't cut out any of the images in the paper, but just kind of coordinates with it. And that's the horse and sleigh. And then it's got these wonderful dies that go with it. Not those. Those are the wrong ones. Hang on one moment. There they are. I just grabbed the wrong set off the shelf. These are the ones that go with it. So it will die cut the sleigh, the trees, and then it has some extra like hills, like you can make snowy hills that you can put some runners on the sleigh. Another little extra tree. Oh, and it die cuts the little bunny too. So really nice set. This is also online exclusive. All right. And then the other card I made with this paper. Now I did learn when I was making this one, you do have to watch. When I first put this on, I had it kind of centered over this piece. So it opens like this. Well, if you center it over that, then it gets bent when you open that up. So then I had to move it over. But that's how it opens up. The other thing I learned is this was the paper I really loved, and I covered up the best part of it. So what I learned when I did this one is that I want to be sure the one I really love is the little piece right here, and then this is just kind of a background image. So on my second card, I figured that out, and then this is the second one that I made because I just love that image there. And then the background is just the trees, and that works well. And then this one, I didn't want to put anything over that image. So I just left that plain and just put a sentiment on the inside. So those were the two that I made with the one horse open sleigh paper. Now, another online exclusive paper that we have that's a newer one is Meandering Meadow. And again, beautiful scenes. Just really, this is definitely a spring. So if you're tired of winter and you're ready for spring, this is a great set for you. And then on the back are more generic. And in case you didn't know, on the back it always tells you the colors that are used in the papers. This one has a bunch of colors. It has a bunch of colors in the paper, but it's got more generic images on the back. So another beautiful set of paper, and I learned my lesson with the first card. So I haven't made this card, but I've got everything cut and ready. So this will probably be a short video because there's no stamping. I decided not to. Yeah, Betty would be at the beach all the time if she could. I understand you are tired of winter. All right, so and again, I will put all of this on my blog when it's done, but just so you know, you have two pieces of cardstock. One is 5.5 by 4 1/4, and one is 5.5 by 4. And then you turn it and score it at 2 3/4, which is half of 5.5. So those are your two pieces of cardstock. Again, this will be on my blog, but just so that once you look at it on my blog and watch the video, you ought to be able to make these yourself. Then your background designer series paper is the full 6 inches wide, and then you cut it to 5 1/4 because it's going to fit on your 5.5 inch card base. And then you score it at 4. So you've got this score line here. And then your other piece of designer series paper, which I think of as the focal point, is, hang on, I gotta look at my cheat sheet, 2.5 by 3 3/4. And you also have two pieces of white that are 2.5 by 3 3/4. Again, this will all be on my blog. So we'll start with the, we'll start with the base. So this is the one that's scored. That's our little mini card, I call it. This is our base. So we've scored this. And so you do, when you're picking out your paper, you do want to make sure it's one that you like the back of, because you're going to see that on the card. And then this will just go on our card base. And I'm using Balmy Blue. I can't remember if I said that or not. And I'm leaving it folded because I want this centered on my card base. Oh, it looks like I cut that too short, doesn't it? Or else this is too long. Nope, that's 5.5. So I must have cut my designer seat. See, it looks a little bit too short. It should be 5 1/4. I must have cut it too short. All right, so that's that piece. And then you've got this little piece. And you can go ahead and put your white on the inside. And you wouldn't have to put it on both sides. The video I watched, they put it on both sides of this. If you don't want that much space to write, just put it on one side. But they showed it on both sides, so that's what I'll do. Because it is a small area, so in case you have a lot to write. And then this is your focal image, and it's going to go on the front of this. So see, it's really not hard. Once you get this all cut and scored, it goes together very easily. All right, now we just have to put these two together. So we're just going to take the back of this little, like I said, I called it a mini card. And you want it to be centered. So I'm going to kind of slide this under that, but not really press it down. And just kind of get that lined up where it looks like it's centered. And then you can press it down. And so now you have this beautiful card. And so you could stamp a sentiment in there, write something, whatever you want. And then I thought, what happened to I had embellishments out. Where did they go? They're hiding from me somewhere. Oh, they're right over here. So I thought these would be cute with them. These are the iridescent adhesive back discs, and these are actually carrying over, but I thought these bluish ones would match this card. So let's see if we like these. And they have a little bit of since they're iridescent, they have a little bit, to me, a little bit of the lavender to them also. Let's put one. Let's put one up here. Actually, let's just go crazy. Now you do want an odd number. Okay, there. There. And that's it. That's all there is to it. Look how different those look. Those all came from the same area on the sheet, but some of them look more green than purple, and some look more purple or blue. It just depends on the light. But there you go. And you could put a sentiment if you had a smaller sentiment or something. I just didn't want to cover up. This one wasn't a problem because it was just a tree, so I didn't mind covering up that. But like I said, on this one, I didn't want to cover up any of that image. So you can either add a sentiment or leave it without one. And so, like I said, this is great for the paper that is a scene like that. All right, that is it. Like I said, a quick one tonight, but one that you can use any of your designer series paper. And it wouldn't have to be a scene like this. It's just one that they look nice on, but you could use any designer series paper. And our designer series paper coordinates so well together that you can mix and match any of them from a pack and it'll look great. Okay, so again, that will be on my blog, and I'll have pictures of all of them on there too, with the dimensions. And then this is the card we made last week, and the winner of that card is Nancy. So I will see her Monday night, so I will try and remember to give that to her Monday. Every time I think I'm going to do that, then I forget. Like I had to mail out all the paper pumpkin because I forgot to give them to everybody. But I was already sick that night, so I'm going to blame it on that. There will not be Facebook Live the next 2 weeks. So next week, my son will be here, and I'm just going to focus on family and enjoy spending time with him. I haven't seen him since June, and I probably won't see him again until spring or summer. So I am just going to enjoy spending time with him and his fiance. And then the week after that, I plan to be in Kansas. Weather permitting, I'm going to go up and see my family for a few days. So no Facebook Live the next 2 weeks, but I'll be back that first week of January. And we'll have brand new stuff. So I finally did get my physical catalogs in the mail. So this starts January 4th. So we will be playing with new stuff. Celebration starts then. That's when you can earn free products for every $50 that you spend. So we will be completely away from Christmas, and we will be playing with brand new stuff. I always love it when a new catalog comes out. Okay, that is it for tonight. Thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you in 3 weeks. Have a great Christmas, everyone. I hope you have safe and happy holidays with friends and family, and I will see you later. Bye.